Darkness falls, not for minutes, not for hours, but forever. Imagine standing beneath the sky and the sun, our constant beacon, is gone. Blotted out. A black disk hanging in eternal defiance. A permanent eclipse. This is not just nightfall. It is the slow erasure of the world we know. Civilization, biology, even the planet's atmosphere, all bound to the light of the sun. And without it, everything changes. So what if Earth were trapped in a permanent eclipse? What if day itself simply ended? First, let us define what we mean. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly between the Earth and the sun. For a few brief minutes in narrow paths across our world, daylight disappears, the temperature dips, birds fall silent. Humanity stares upward in awe, but this awe lasts moments. Now imagine this event never ending. The moon frozen in place, locked in orbit, forever casting its shadow, the sun hidden, unseen. The consequences would be immediate and catastrophic. The sun is not just light, it is energy. It is warmth. It is the engine that drives photosynthesis, weather, seasons, and the very balance of life. Remove it from our skies and the systems of Earth begin to unravel. At first it would feel strange, almost surreal. Cities would switch on their lights. Life would carry on, artificial brilliance replacing the sky. But beneath the surface, profound change begins. Within hours, temperatures would fall. The warmth we take for granted fades quickly once sunlight is gone. On average, Earth's surface temperature would drop several degrees in just a few days. Crops would falter. Animals tuned to the rhythm of light and dark would enter confusion and stress. Plants, our planet's green foundation, require sunlight to survive. Without it, photosynthesis ceases, leaves wither, fields die, and with them, the food chains of the world begin to collapse. The oceans respond more slowly but inevitably. Surface waters, robbed of solar heating, cool and sink. Currents shift. The delicate balance of marine life begins to fracture. Phytoplankton, the ocean's microscopic plants responsible for producing much of the planet's oxygen, would vanish. The very air we breathe begins to thin. Human society would feel the first wave within weeks. Agriculture would fail. Entire food supplies would dwindle. Stored reserves would be hoarded, fought over, politicized. Electricity grids would strain under relentless demand, lighting a planet that never sees day. And then, there is the cold. With no sun, Earth becomes a planet cast adrift in space's eternal winter. The average global temperature, normally a comfortable 15 degrees Celsius, would plummet. Within a year, it could reach below freezing worldwide. Within decades, oceans would freeze at the surface, continents buried beneath expanding sheets of ice. Only deep beneath the seas near volcanic vents would heat remain. We would witness the birth of a frozen Earth, a world in twilight. History offers us glimpses of what this might look like. 66 million years ago, when an asteroid struck the Yucatan, dust and ash rose into the skies. For months, perhaps years, sunlight was blocked. Global darkness descended. Temperatures fell. Photosynthesis failed. The dinosaurs vanished. Another echo comes from human history, the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815. Its ash spread across the globe. The following year became known as the year without a summer. Crops failed. Famine spread. All from a temporary shadow. Now imagine, not months, not a year, but forever cause would ripple into effect. The extinction of plants leads to the extinction of herbivores. Carnivores follow. Ecosystems collapse layer by layer until only the most resilient remain. Humanity, however, adapts. We retreat into artificial havens. Greenhouses with artificial light, powered by nuclear or geothermal energy, become our new farms. Cities cluster around energy sources. Geothermal fields, hydroelectric dams, nuclear reactors, yet resources are finite. Billions could not survive the transition. The planet would fracture into pockets of life and vast wastelands of frozen dark. Society itself would change. Time once dictated by the rising and setting sun would lose meaning. Circadian rhythms, the biological clocks of humans and animals, would falter. Generations would grow up in darkness, measuring time only by mechanical means. Religion, culture, philosophy, all would shift to reflect a world where day no longer exists. The atmosphere would also transform. Without solar heating, winds would weaken. Weather systems would collapse into stagnation. The hydrological cycle, evaporation, rainfall, rivers would diminish, deserts would spread, frozen continents would expand. Earth's face, once blue and green, would turn to white and black. But the greatest effect would be psychological. Humans evolved under sunlight. Our moods, our hormones, even our mental health depend on it. In eternal eclipse, depression would rise. Cultural memory of day might fade into myth. The sun, a forgotten god, and yet not all is lost. Beneath the ice in geothermal sanctuaries, life endures. Bacteria, thriving in the heat of volcanic vents. Fungi feeding on decay. Perhaps humanity, huddled in underground cities illuminated by artificial suns. A strange, cold civilization, built in the shadows. Science tells us Earth's orbit, the moon's motion, and the mechanics of space make such an eternal eclipse nearly impossible. The moon drifts away from Earth by centimeters each year. Its path is shifting, not fixed. To lock in front of the sun forever is not in the realm of natural possibility. And yet, contemplating this scenario forces us to see the fragility of our world. The sun, constant and taken for granted, is the very heartbeat of life. Without it, Earth is not Earth. Darkness is not just the absence of light. It is the absence of life. It is the silence of forests, the freezing of seas, the end of the rhythms that shaped us. A permanent eclipse is more than a thought experiment. It is a reminder. Our world is balanced on a delicate thread of energy, distance, and light. A reminder of how much we depend on the cosmos, and how small we are within it, so we ask, what other forces hidden in the universe could one day alter this balance? What other cosmic events lie waiting beyond the veil of our skies?